YouTube family. So I have my A.L.I.C.E pack here. I put a bunch of gear in here just to kind of fill it up and kind of see what amount and size of stuff that I'm working with. But this is an A.L.I.C.E pack that I bought. I ordered. It didn't come with a frame. It did come with a couple of straps. I'm thinking about getting some nicer straps. They have a set on Amazon that I'm looking at. They're thicker and a lot nicer, but I'm working with what I have just to kind of come up with a design. But what I'm doing is trying to figure out how I want a frame. I could buy a frame for this pretty cheap, but usually when you buy a frame, it pretty much just supports the bag and that's it. And this is kind of where the frame hooks in. You slide this over the frame to hold it up. So I started designing a frame, and I was just kind of messing around with a big straight edge and a marker and a pen, and I went with a pen first and kind of got the idea of the design, and then it was so messy, so I came back with a black, the final Sharpie and kind of, final edges where I actually want to make my cuts. And even then I still kind of changed my mind a couple times on this stuff. But where this is, I want my bag, the top of my bag to hang here. So this will be my bag, my idea, and then for the straps to hold on to the frame, and also one of these on the bottom. I kind of did two just to give me options. So all these are going to be holes that I have to cut out of this, because I want this frame as light as possible, because I'm going to have a backpack on it and I'm going to be carrying it. So the more wood that I can remove out of here and make this kind of hollow, the lighter the frame's going to be. But I'm also trying to keep it sturdy. And up here is kind of a handle. That way when I have my bag on here and I take the pack off and the frame off, I want it to where I can just sit it down. And this will be up here, will be a handle, reach down where I can my bag up and move it if I want to. But the idea of this frame is possibly to even add a bag shelf on here. That way when I sit this down, my bag will always be upright, so it's never laying down. I never have to lay my pack on the ground. The idea is that the bag will always be standing up, so I can access stuff from it. Possibly have a shelf, but I don't want to add too much on here, because the more I add, the more weight my first attempt, my first design, my first idea, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna cut this out, put the bag on it, kind of see how it works, and hopefully this frame works out. Another idea is making this frame bigger than the bag, because usually, like I said, the frame is exactly pretty much the size of your back where the bag attaches and no extra. I wanted a little bit extra on here. Besides having a handle, I also want to be able to strap stuff to the frame. Say if I want to have my axe with me, I can just strap that onto the frame instead of having to stuff this in my bag somewhere. I can just attach it to the frame somewhere. Possibly other stuff that I might want to take on a hike with me. Possibly my fishing rod, also up here on the handle you could strap your sleeping bag or your coveralls or whatever extra that you don't want on you. You can strap to the frame, and then when you need it,
unstrap it.
So I'm gonna use the jigsaw and cut all of this out and see how it works. I'm mainly concerned about how the bag is going to go over this to actually hang on the frame. Looks pretty nice. Looks real nice. Let me lift this camera a little bit. Seems a little flexible, so if I use this frame, I'm definitely going to have to find a way to definitely sturdy this up. My vision of this thing, oh, dang, get out of my way. My vision and idea is almost perfect. Got my handle, you pick the bag up. When you sit the bag down, it sits up. And the straps would go, I think these are in here kind of upside down. Let's see here. Some more like that. these straps would strap to this top part like that. And that's where you would put it over your shoulders. And then down here you would have a back pad with a front strap, a waist strap. So the idea is great. The sturdiness of it is unacceptable for sure. I would have to add some support for sure. I would have to add some structure to this thing to keep it from bending and wobbling like that. Definitely, I like it for sure. Pretty easy to slip your bag over it. You can also use the strap board as a handle also. Good handle to move it around, or you can reach down here further, pick it up, and move it around. Because usually when you have a bag like this fully packed, I mean, it's a little bit heavy. And this bag, it has no handles on it anywhere. But you can kind of see how it's definitely, this is pulling in. So I would have to do something about that. So definitely gonna have to come up with some more ideas to make this thing sturdier. And like I said, I would like a shelf coming under the bag to support the bottom. And also when, like if I'm in the woods and I sit this on the ground, the bag won't actually touch the ground, it'll sit on a shelf which is on the ground. Dang right. And looking at the space I have to store my axe or whatever tools that I decide to carry, that could just sit right on the shelf, and then you can bungee it or strap it right there, and it's out of the way of the bag. It's not in your way, and you have nothing else in your way to access the axe when you need it. You unstrap it, take it off, there's nothing in your way. And I could do the same on the other side with the fishing rod. Do the same exact thing. On this side, you could strap your fishing rod or any of your other stuff. You have ring strap, whatever. Once you have the shelf on the bottom, you could actually strap stuff underneath the shelf also if you want. A roll or your bed pad or anything you want, you could strap under there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I definitely like the idea. Now I just have to think on this for a little while and figure out possibly how to sturdy this frame up, or either use this as a template to create a hardwood frame. I'm definitely liking the wood though. How's that look? Pretty comfortable. I didn't think it'd be that comfortable with it flat on your back like that, but it is actually pretty comfortable. I can't say the same about these dang cheap straps. I definitely need some better straps for sure. Frame's pretty cool though. I heard it crack one time when I picked it up, so I definitely have to add a little bit of support on this thing. But it's not too bad. And I have quite a bit of weight in here too. It's actually, I could walk a mile with this, just like it is probably. But yeah, I like this, I like the style and the idea. Of course, I gotta tweak it a little bit and put a little more work into this thing, but I have to say, I like it. Already see one way I can sturdy this up. I picked it up and I actually heard a little bit of a crack. So that right here where this is moving, the bag puts all the weight right there and pulls this forward. So I noticed there's a hole right here where this goes over, and then there's a space in there. So I think I'm going to add a piece of wood going, probably a piece of oak going from here to here, and have some bolts in it to stop that from moving back and forth. So this will be attached so it won't move any longer. So that'll definitely add a lot of support to that. I'm definitely going to want something on the top to make this kind of a handle. Possibly even cut this a little bit more so it's a little smaller possibly. But I'm definitely going to have to add a piece of wood right here and some screws or bolts or whatever to really sturdy that up. That'll make a huge difference. Dang right. And once I add that piece of wood with this actually on here, it'll actually stop the bag from slipping off or anything like that. So you'll never have to worry about the bag actually coming off of here while you're moving it around and stuff, because you'll have a piece of wood not only supporting this, but it'll stop the bag from actually coming off. So to remove the bag, you will actually have to remove that piece of wood. So, but yeah, I'm on to something here. So now I gotta start working on my shelf and that support piece. And who knows, once I get this how I like it, I might actually just make the whole thing over again and just make a whole new one with everything all perfect. Well, that's pretty much all I have for now. I came up with my frame idea. I'm not really going to do anymore until I actually have the right straps that I want to use. I dislike these straps. They're just not that great. They're really not long enough. They're too short. It's like all it covers is just barely your shoulder and a little bit of the front. If you put it all the way over your shoulder, then it's just not long enough. So I'm definitely going to have to get some better quality straps. And they're gonna be shoulder straps. They're gonna be bigger. They're gonna be different. Probably have different style connections on them. So it's kind of hard for me to know what to do when I don't have the straps that I want to use. And also, I need the waist strap, the belt. Possibly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to like some Army surplus stores or check out Amazon and see what I can come up with for this project. And I do know that I want to attach a piece of wood here. Definitely going to do that. But this is all I got for now. Is I came up with a pretty cool little frame, pretty cool little wooden frame. I'm I'm pretty happy with the design. Who knows, when I get some different straps, I might want to create something the same but a little different to fit the straps and the belt and stuff better. So this is just kind of my first attempt at an A.L.I.C.E pack frame. I'm planning on going out and doing a little bit of hiking, fishing, just local stuff, some hiking, fishing, maybe stay the night out in the woods and cook some food or something, or just hang out, you know, and relax in nature. That's my idea. And also, even at the same time while I'm out playing, I can come up with a serious bug out system, you know, for survival if I ever need it. So, and I'm really into this type of stuff. I like it. So I'll probably have some more videos like this coming pretty soon. I just have to get some cooler stuff to make this cooler and more comfortable. These straps are very uncomfortable. The frame seems pretty good. I think I'm gonna be happy with it. Or frames. I'll probably end up making a couple of different ones or something. Test them out, and every time I test one out, if I come up with another idea, maybe I'll make an even better one. Who knows? I might even make Elion one, you know, for his little pack. So we'll see what happens. So if you enjoy this type of stuff, keep an eye out. Maybe I'll have more coming soon.